Hi, I'm just assuming I'm live now. Okay. Okay, hi, this is Nam from Kai Academy. Uh, can you jump on and say hi? That's Pooja. Hi, Pooja, I'm live. Just gonna wait. Yeah, it is visible. I can see there are two people viewing. Yeah, just continuing. It's all getting recorded. Okay, bye. Yeah. Hi, can you jump in and say hi? Welcome in. So let's wait for a couple more minutes before we have a few more people jump in. And today's topic was, hi Pooja. Today's topic is how to overcome anxiety, overwhelm, and chronic fatigue. So we have one other person. Just give a couple more minutes. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday, good weekend. We're able to go out and meet friends, luckily. For a change, Victoria's open and free while others are in lockdown. My family's gone for badminton. I'm at home. Hi. I can see there's 3 people. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer, or you want to jump in and say what brought you here, would be nice to have this as a two-way communication. Of course, we have a topic today. The topic is how to overcome anxiety, overwhelm, and chronic fatigue. We have about 5 people. Can you jump? Can you say hi so I know who is watching? So we have a two-way communication. I think I'll get started now. Okay. Okay, hi. I'll start with introducing myself. I'm Narmada Kumar. I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and hi Madhu. Hi Madhu, nice to see you. I'm an author, speaker, and founder of Kaya Academy and Kaya Wellness. I have been a teacher over the last 20 years. I've educated and empowered more than 10,000 students from 18 different countries. I've taught across India, Singapore, and here. And I'm through Kaya Yoga, I help people overcome challenges like excess weight, anxiety, fear, chronic fatigue, autoimmune conditions, to name just a few, so that they are able to not only overcome these conditions and own their life, also find happiness, confidence, and be the light for their family and community at large. So how I teach that, how they achieve that, is through bringing alignment in your mind, body, and soul. So bringing alignment in mind, body, and soul, I use tools and techniques using all aspects of yoga, including asana, pranayama, meditation, various kinds of meditations, mindfulness, introspection, emotional healing techniques, nature cure, and right nutrition. So these are the tools that I use as part of my course that I teach through Kaya Academy, so that people are able to bring alignment in their mind, body, and soul. So my teaching and coaching, I are drawn from my both my life experience and my educational experience. So to tell you a little bit about my life and education background before I started would be setting a good ground for you to know where I'm coming from. So my educational background is in my 20s, early 20s, I did my graduation in psychology, and I have a graduation in catering and hotel management. Then in my 30s, when I was teaching here at the TAFE, I did my master's in education so that I can teach higher ed as well. Then after that, when I had my kids, I did my master's in yoga for human excellence. I also have certifications in as an international Hatha yoga teacher and a Kundalini yoga teacher, and I have international certification as a nature cure practitioner, science practitioner. I'm a level 2 Reiki healer and a level 1 acupressure healer. So my life experience, I have overcome challenges like going through a fatal childhood trauma from a fatal accident when I was 10 years old, when my mom died on the spot. My dad recovered to become a permanent quadriplegic, and after spending years in the hospital, my sister lost an eye. I endured femur fracture in my left leg, and I was hospitalized for 3 months. My brother survived with a minor fracture, but later to pass away when he was 21 years. So he passed away from not being able to cope with the emotional trauma and lack of nurturing and love from the age of 5. He was only 5. And general dysfunction of us as a family from being survivors of such a traumatic event, but without knowing how to deal with it. We were just surviving, and he couldn't cope with it. So for me, this experience, being the firstborn and a girl, I chose to be a fighter and a survivor, and also figure out how to overcome this and understand life was my lifelong seeking ever since that. But however, through the highs and lows in my life, my emotional trauma, which were not healed, keep showing up as an autoimmune condition when I was 30 years of age. நான் இங்கிலீஷ்லேயே பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கேன், பட் ஐம் மோர் கம்ஃபர்டபுள் ஸ்பீக்கிங் மை ட்ரூத் இன் இங்கிலீஷ். நடுவில் தமிழ்லையும் பேசுகிறேன். So I had unexplained infertility for so many years as well. So I overcame all of that, and every time I overcame that, it was a process of learning, seeking out teachers, therapists, and so on. And every time I overcame, I had in my pocket a lot of life lessons, wisdom that I gained from overcoming each of these challenges. Until when my children were born 10 years back, I decided to fully commit into this learning and teaching other people to overcome challenges like how I have done, because I truly believe if I could do it, anybody could do it. So that's the reason I founded Kaya Academy and Kaya Wellness, and I've been teaching for the last, teaching wellness especially. I've been teaching for more than 20 years. But I dedicated to teaching wellness and enlightenment for the last 10 years. So today's topic is a topic very close to my heart, how to overcome anxiety, overwhelm, and chronic fatigue, because all of this I have suffered as well in the past. And I want to share with you a little bit about that. Now let's start with talking about anxiety, right? Anxiety, these are different names: anxiety, overwhelm. When there is anxiety, the person is bound to suffer overwhelm, and when there is overwhelm, they are bound to be fatigued and tired and have no energy. So we just use different names, but it's all coming, it's one because of the other. If you're anxious, you will definitely be overwhelmed. If you're overwhelmed, you'll definitely be fatigued. And I'm not alone. I believe from teaching and seeing people in modern life, most people have trouble with this. And that's why when Pooja asked me what topic, I said, let's talk about this. So I want to tell you about how to bring, I just wrote some notes here, so I make sure I say everything I want to say. Um, uh, I just know, wrote some notes here, so I make sure I say everything I want to say. Um, uh, I want to tell you about how to bring, I just wrote some notes here, so I make sure I say everything I want to say. Um, uh, I just know, wrote some notes here, so I make sure I say everything I want to say. how do you bring how do you overcome this? It's not something, a secret sauce I can share with you, something you listen to me and then you go and figure it out end of the session, right? But I can explain to you the framework and which is a good space for you to start and which is a good mindset to start this. So we have different names. Some of us call it stress, some of us say I'm anxious, some feel they're overwhelmed, some feel they're already almost fatigued, or different disease names, right? But the base of everything is not having alignment of our mind, body, and soul. If our mind, body, and soul is doing different things, wanting to achieve different things, then we are not in alignment. So when I say soul, body, we know it's a physical body, understanding how the body works, and we all associate with the pains and pleasures of the body more easily because we identify with that from a very young age. But mind, we think we know, but most of us don't. And soul is another thing, and that is the basis. The soul expression, the soul's wanting to express itself and express its imprints and get liberated. That's why we are born with a body and in a particular family, in a particular country, in a particular community, just so that the soul, whatever past life experiences, impression it's carrying, it wants to express, get liberated, and go to its original space of happiness, be in its original quality of happiness. So happiness is already there within us, but on top of that is all our beliefs and impressions that we have, which is like a thick cloud keeping us away from happiness, right? So understanding mind, body, and soul is really, really important. So I just explained why we take birth, right? Now, we don't think about all this in school, or nobody talks this conversation, or parents don't tell us about these things generally. Of course, we have, each family has its own way of, prayers and religion that we follow. But what we are talking here is about spirituality, understanding spirituality, not because we are a spiritual person, just because we want to live a fulfilled life and have happiness. That is a bond, right? But instead of finding alignment, we continuously keep reacting because of our ignorance, because we don't know what is our mind, what is our body, how they work, how to bring alignment. It is not a very difficult, unachievable science that is only accessible if you are giving up your family, become a sadhu and go and live in the Himalayas, or it is accessible for anyone, rich or poor, educated, uneducated, in the family, out of the family, doesn't matter. It's accessible for everyone. Just like we go to school and learn science and math and English so that we can grow up and become employable or become qualified to have our own business or make a living. We spend years, right, learning all that. But somehow our society is built in a way where we have not really given importance to learning what is this body, mind, and soul. Of course, in science we learn biology and how the human body, structure of the body, anatomy, and if you're a doctor, you know how to treat patients. I'm talking about living in alignment in all three areas, right? If you buy a computer, if you buy a phone or any gadget, it comes with a user's manual. So if there is a problem, we can go and troubleshoot and find out how to fix that problem, or we can call the manufacturer. But for our body, for this life that we have, that we don't come with, there's no user's manual that's given to us. The user's manual can be like all the wisdom textbooks, sacred texts from all religions can be used, but they are not you need a teacher, you need someone who's gone through life to teach you. Otherwise it's not so easy. If it was that easy, all of us could just read a book and become enlightened, right? What is important is learning and embodying, and that takes a little bit of time. We need to be first of all know that it's absolutely achievable. Number two, follow it, commit yourself, just like we commit ourselves to our education to to gain success in the outside world. The same thing we need to do it for our inner world if we want to end suffering. Most of us think suffering is just part of life, including myself. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of anger from childhood saying, why is this happening to me? Why am I consistently having one problem? Why did my mother die? Why did I have to grow up with so much hardship? And then when every time I'm trying to be a fighter and not become a victim, and I'm still having health problems, I'm having infertility issues, why is God so angry with me? What was I doing? I was just reacting. I was absolutely anxious, but I was not aware of my anxiety, and most of us are like that. So so we need to have a practice of awareness first to understand where we are. So that's why we all know yoga, meditation, all that helps in bringing awareness, right? So yogic science and ancient wisdom is our actual manual. Give me a minute. Okay, so yoga, தமிழ்லையும் ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன். யோகா வந்து யோகம் கலை தான் வந்து நம்மளுக்கு வந்து நான் யூசர்ஸ் மேனுவல்னு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, அது வந்து யோக கலை வந்து நம்மளோட யூசர்ஸ் மேனுவல்னு சொல்லலாம். யோக கலைக்கு வந்து ஒரே ஒரு யூசர் மேனுவல் கிடையாது. அந்த பாடி ஆஃப் நாலேஜ், பாடி ஆஃப் விஸ்டம் வந்து இட் இஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூட்டட் பை thousands and thousands of seekers and sages from around the world, but mostly concentrated in India. India is known as the capital of wisdom for the rest of the world, right? That's because more number of these wisdom knowledge came from the Indus Valley civilization, and from there it traveled to the rest of the world, and it got different names in different parts of the world. So understanding, learning, committing to learn this would not only solve anxiety or overwhelm, but it will give us a lot more. When we talk about emotion is the language of our soul, right? Now I explained how birth is, how soul is born to express the impressions in that. அது வந்து கர்மா வந்து நம்ம தமிழில் சொன்னாங்கன்னா, இப்போ சான்ஸ்கிரிட்டில் வந்து ஆகாமிய கர்மா, சஞ்சித கர்மா, பிராரப்த கர்மா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இதை வந்து சயின்ஸில் வந்து ஜெனட்டிக் இம்ப்ரெஷன்ஸ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ ஜெனட்டிக் இம்ப்ரெஷன்ஸ் இருக்கிறது வந்து இட் கெட்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் எஸ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டிசீஸ் ஆர் ட்ரேட்ஸ் அண்ட் பர்சனாலிட்டிஸ், ரைட்? தி சேம் திங், அதே தான் வந்து அவங்க யோகாவில் வந்து கர்மா அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். இப்போ அதை வந்து இதெல்லாம் நம்மளுக்கு புரியறது ஒரு பக்கம், இன்னொன்று வந்து அதை வந்து ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணி எம்பாடி பண்ணுறது இன்னொரு பக்கம். இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து ஷுட் கோ லைக் அ ட்ரெயின் ட்ராக் மாதிரி. தீஸ் டூ ஆர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பிகாஸ் if you're going to a doctor, if you're not feeling well and get treated, you'll get some medicine, take the whatever the doctor's advice was, you practice for a week and then you're out of it. அப்புறம் மறுபடியும் காய்ச்சல் வந்தா மறுபடியும் டாக்டர்கிட்ட போய் அதே மாதிரி இதே பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு நிற்கிறதோட, if we learn about, of course doctors and medical professionals and all therapists have their place, but it's really really important for us to take ownership for our own health, so that we don't keep repeating some things that are in a pattern, keeps repeating itself. And everything starts from our emotions, and if the emotions are suppressed or numbed or just pushed away, it goes into subconscious mind, and we are in that pattern loop anyway. And the more thick and strong this pattern becomes. If you're angry, say for example you had an anger with a friend when you were in school and you've been thinking about it over the years, and every time you're thinking, you're making that loop stronger and stronger and stronger, until one point it becomes so strong and dense that it is ready to express itself in the physical form. That's what we feel as disease. But the emotion was nothing but an expression of how you felt in the body at that moment. Once we understand how to deal with that, it is not so difficult. Once we understand and practice it, you're taking the root cause of a problem. So all this is important. What I teach now in my course is all in a process, how to start from the outside towards the inside. Okay, so let me explain what you can do outside even before you start the course. Of some tips I want to share with you today. When I say outside, it's easy to make changes to the physical body, and it is important to make changes in the physical body. If you're having pains and aches and problems in the physical body, you can't even think. Your body, your mind is in constant agony of that pain in your shoulder or pain in your back, or that stiffness in your any part of the body, right? When we are barely able to even think about the next level of sitting down and meditating for 5 minutes, it will be extremely painful. It's not possible. So the first step is to get rid of the physical ailments, learn how to deal with it, how to eradicate it if you can, or learn how to manage it properly, right? So you have to work from both ways. If you have a physical ailment, you come from top down. Top downனா இப்போ ஒரு வலி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, ஒரு முதுகு வலி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நீங்கள் டாக்டர்கிட்ட போனீங்கன்னா அவங்க வந்து நீங்கள் ஃபிசியோதெரபிஸ்ட்டை போங்க, இந்த மெடிசன்லாம் சாப்பிடுங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டு அப்படியே வர்றது வந்து டாப் டவுன். யூர் கம்மிங், taking care of the problem right here where it is. And then bottom is to find out what is that's causing the root cause. அது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும் அப்படின்னா, நம்ம அவேர்னஸ்லேயே அது இருக்காது. பட் ஒன்ஸ் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் அ ப்ராக்டிஸ் ஆஃப் அவேர்னஸ், ஸ்லோலி பட் ஸ்டெடிலி யூ வில் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வாட் இஸ் ட்ரிகரிங். இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் எங்கேருந்து வருது அப்படின்னு வரும். அது தெரிய வரும்போது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி அவேர்னஸே வந்து டு சம் பாயிண்ட் இட் வில் டைல்யூட் த ப்ராப்ளம், அண்ட் ஓவர் டைம் இட் வில் ஆஸ் யூர் ஒர்க்கிங் ஃப்ரம் பாட்டம் டவுன், ரூட்டே வந்து வீக் ஆகி தட் ப்ராப்ளம் வில் பி டோட்டலி சால்வ்டு. ஸோ ஒர்க்கிங் ஃப்ரம் டாப் டவுன், பாட்டம் அப் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் டு ஹேவ். ஸோ டாப் டவுன் யூ கண்டினியூ டு டூ வாட் எவர் exercises or medicines you're taking. Bottom down is to see what is the emotion that is manifesting as this problem and take care of that. So that's why a holistic approach is important, and that is how I teach as a process as well. First, before all that, before you start any of the practice, there are certain things you can straight away make a difference in your life. First is to understand that we are energy. Everything around us is energy. நம்ம லைஃப்பில் பண்ணுறது எல்லாமே எனர்ஜி. ஓகே, இப்படி நம்மளுக்கு நிறைய எனர்ஜி இருந்தால் நம்ம வந்து ஹாப்பியாக இருப்போம், ஹெல்த்தியாக இருப்போம், நல்ல ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் இருக்கும், எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஹை, தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஹை எனர்ஜி வைப்ரேஷன். நம்ம எனர்ஜி லோவாக இருந்ததுன்னா நம்ம சேடாக இருப்போம், டிப்ரெஸ்டாக இருப்போம், ஹெல்த் நல்லா இருக்காது, ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் நல்லா இருக்காது, ஏன் ஈவன் மணி கூட வந்து நிற்காது, வராது, இல்லைன்னா நிற்காது, வந்தால் கூட. ஸோ ஹை எனர்ஜி இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு எவ்ரி திங். நம்ம வந்து ஒன்ஸ் யூ லேர்ன் ஹவு டு பி ஹாப்பி அப்படின்னா, ஹவு டு பி ஹாப்பின்னா நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கோம். அந்த க்ளவுட்லாம் எப்படி கிளியர் பண்ணுறது, தி இமோஷன்ஸ் தட் ஆர் கிளவுடிங் தி ஹாப்பினஸ் தட் ஹூ வி ஆர் ட்ரூலி இல்லை, அது கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக எவ்ரி திங் எல்ஸ் இஸ் ஹை வைப்ரேஷன் வில் பி அட்ராக்டட். தட் இஸ் abundance of wealth, abundance of health, abundance of relationship, everything falls into place effortlessly. But for some reason, the way we are brought up and popular culture, we think misery is the way of life, and we think everything has to be difficult. So நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் belief இருக்கும் generally, the truth is in my own life I've seen it's stark opposite. அப்படியே opposite. So the first things we need to do is start cleansing and figuring out what are the things in your environment in your life that is depleting your energy. If you're anxious or overwhelmed or stressed or tired, first things you need to do is உங்க லைஃப்ல அதிகம் எனர்ஜி வந்து டேப் மாதிரி எங்க வந்து வேஸ்ட் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படின்னு பார்க்கணும். So you can take a notebook and write down what are the things that are constantly bothering you. உங்க மைண்ட்ல ஏதாவது லூப்பா இரிட்டேட் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கிறது, இல்லைன்னா உங்களுக்குள்ளார ஒரு ஒரு உங்களை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கிறது என்ன விஷயம் அப்படின்னு யூ ஹாவ் டு மேக் அ லிஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃப்ரம் த மோஸ்ட் அமௌண்ட், த பிக்கெஸ்ட் விண்டோ. யூ கேன் கால் இட் விண்டோஸ். ஓகே, நான் இங்கே உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கேன், என் மைண்ட்ல இருந்து தாட்ஸ் இருக்கு. ஒரு தாட் தட் இஸ் unresolved is imagine that as a window. Okay, so you will have so many windows open. Think of the window which is the biggest window through which most of your thought and your energy is going. So identify that, write it down, and then you start working on that. So how do you start working on that? If think of that problem and see if it is something you can change or manage. உங்களால அதை வந்து மாற்ற முடியாது, இது வந்து ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது, அதாவது ஒரு ஹேண்டிகேப் இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க ஒருத்தருக்கு, அவங்க அது என் கண்ணு போயிடுச்சு, என் கால் வரமாட்டேங்குதே அப்படின்னா அது வந்து அவங்க பிறப்பாலே வந்திருக்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா அது வந்து ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாத ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷனா இருந்தா அதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிட்டாலே that window is closed. Accepting is like, surrendering to the universe that whatever is happening, whatever has come to me is for my highest goodness. It is happening for me, it is not happening to me அப்படிங்கிற மைண்ட் செட்டை மாத்தினாலே அந்த விண்டோ வந்து மெதுவா it starts closing. So that is first accepting what you cannot change, what is inevitable, accept it. What is changeable அப்படின்னா you start writing down what you can do to change that. Now you're only addressing the one that is taking most of your energy, the biggest window, right? Then you start working out strategies on how you can change that. For example, நீங்க overweight-ஆ இருக்கீங்க, அதனால எனக்கு வந்து நிறைய problems, எனக்கு mobility issues இருக்கு, I'm feeling depressed, I don't feel good about myself, I'm not able to wear the clothes that I like to wear, my confidence கம்மியா இருக்கு அப்படின்னு இருக்கிறது தான் உங்களோட பெரிய ப்ராப்ளமா இருந்தா அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நீங்க இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும். யூ ஹாவ் டு கிவ் யுவர் 100% கமிட்மெண்ட். இன்ஸ்டெட் ஆஃப் ட்ரைங் டு அட்ரஸ் சோ மெனி விண்டோஸ், அந்த விண்டோஸ்லாம் அப்படி எப்படி இருக்கட்டும்னு அதை விட்டுட்டு டேக் that, if that is your biggest window, you commit yourself to figure out how to overcome that excess weight problem. இப்போ எல்லாமே வாட் எவர் யூ வாண்ட் டு அச்சீவ் இன் லைஃப், இட் இஸ் அப்சல்யூட்லி பாசிபிள் இஃப் யூ ஆர் aligned, if your belief system is aligned. நான் என்னால் வெயிட் லூஸ் பண்ணிட முடியும், வெயிட் லூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு நான் அதே வெயிட்ல நான் அப்படியே என்னால் மெயின்டைன் பண்ண முடியும் நீங்க பிலீவ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும். ஆனா அந்த பிலீவ் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுலயே வந்து நம்மளுக்கு நிறைய கான்ஃப்ளிக்டிங் பிலீஃப் சிஸ்டம்ஸ் இருக்கும். தோஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் லிமிட்டிங் பிலீஃப்ஸ். அந்த லிமிட்டிங் பிலீஃப்ஸ் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் உங்களால அதை மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ண முடியாது லைஃப்ல. I don't know if most of you have read in The Secretங்கிற புக் வந்து ரொம்ப ஈஸியா it explained the universal principles of karma and in the concept called law of attraction. So how the author explains is like we are all energy. What frequency you are emitting, that frequency we are attracting. ரைட். ஸோ இப்போ நான் வந்து வெயிட் லூஸ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நான் நினச்சிட்டு நான் வந்து ஐ கேன் பிலீவ் தட் நான் வந்து 10 kilos லூஸ் பண்ண போகிறேன், ஐம் கோயிங் டு லுக் லைக் திஸ் அப்படின்ட்டு ஐ ஷுட் ஆஸ்க் தி யூனிவர்ஸ் தட்ஸ் வாட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு அப்படின்னு visualize yourself losing having that body, that beautiful body, wearing your dream body. You're beautiful as you are, whatever your dream body is, wearing your dream clothes that you want to wear, whatever. You should be able to absolutely believe that. If you're not able to believe that, identify that you have blocking, limiting beliefs which is blocking that from manifesting. Then what the next step is for you to identify your limiting beliefs in that. And then once you identify those limiting beliefs, you question whether they are true or not. And that's how you get through your limiting beliefs one by one. These are things you can do in your own notebook by journaling and figuring it out yourself. But this is all a process, just letting you know that to integrate everything, to integrate all the learning, if you're committing yourself, you can achieve it 100%. I am a living example of that. You can it give yourself time and compassion. It takes anywhere between for 1.5 years to 2 years if you're fully committed to turn your life around, to access this space of absolute emotional intelligence and feeling current in where you are. So in saying that, let's come back to what I was sharing, closing the window, right? So decide what is depleting. அந்த பெரிய விண்டோ, உங்களோட எனர்ஜி அதிகமாக போகிற அந்த விண்டோ க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டாலே நிறைய இது வந்து நிறைய ஏதோ உங்களுக்கு வந்து $10,000 ஏர்ன் பண்ணுறீங்க, ஆனால் $5,000 வேறு எதுக்கும் செலவு பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. அதுக்கு வந்து அது வந்து இட்ஸ் நாட் ஆடிங் வேல்யூ இன் யோர் லைஃப்னா யூ டிசைடட் அந்த $5,000 எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் நான் கட் பண்ண போகிறேன். மேபி இட் வாஸ் அன் எக்ஸ்பென்சிவ் கார்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அது வந்து இட்ஸ் நாட் ஆடிங் வேல்யூ, இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் டிப்ளீட்டிங் அப்படின்னு யூ sell that car and get some other car you like. அப்படின்னா straight away you're saving that $5,000. அந்த மாதிரி தான் your life energy you're saving, which can be useful, which will start healing your body, which will start manifesting in other good things in your life that you want, right? Certain other things we can do is where we put our energy is what we are amplifying. We are making, நம்ம எதை பற்றி யோசிக்கிறோமோ அதுக்கு நிறைய ஸ்ட்ரென்த் கொடுக்குறோம். ஓகே, வாட் our thoughts are so powerful. எதை பற்றி திங்க் பண்ணுறோமோ that manifest, we are amplifying or giving, அதுக்கு உயிர் கொடுக்குறோம் நம்ம. So there are certain things that generally we do that we can make some changes. Watching news, for example. Yes, it's all well and good to be updated about current news and all that. ஆனால் நீங்கள் வந்து எல்லாம் இப்போ நடக்கிறது, கோவிடில் இத்தனை கேஸு, இது இத்தனை பேர் இறந்து போயிட்டாங்க, இந்தியாவில் இவ்வளோ நடந்தது, உலகம் பூரா இப்படி பண்ணிகிட்ருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம நியூஸ் வந்து தே வில் டெல், ஸோ தட் எனிதிங் தட் இஸ் பெயின்ஃபுல் கிராப்ஸ் பீப்புள்ஸ் அட்டென்ஷன். ஸோ ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் தே வில் ஹைலைட் மோர் ஆஃப் த பேட் நியூஸ் ஆர் யூனோ அதை ஷாக்கிங்காக சொல்கிறதையும். இஃப் யூ நோட்டிஸ் த மியூசிக்கும் அதுக்கு பின்னாடி போடுறது எல்லாமே இட்ஸ் டு கிராப் யுவர் நர்வஸ் சிஸ்டம் அட்டென்ஷன் டுவர்ட்ஸ் தட். Choosing, I am very sensitive to that. I'm very sensitive to, this kind of bad news or even movies that are scary. So I just choose not to watch that. It doesn't serve my life. It depletes my life energy. It is not going to give me anything that are my goal, which is to live in alignment, to live the best life, to live in joy, to live in my best health. It's not in the news. Watching news is not சர்விங் த பர்பஸ். எனக்கு தேவையான நியூஸ், இப்போ ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன்ஸ் ஏதாவது இருக்குது, எனக்கு என்ன நியூஸ் தெரியணுமோ அது எப்படியாவது எனக்கு வந்துடும் த்ரூ மை ஹஸ்பண்ட் ஆர் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆர் சம் வாட்ஸ்அப் மெசேஜ். எப்படியாவது எனக்கு தேவையான நியூஸ் எனக்கு வந்துடும். ஸோ நான் எல்லாமே அப்ரெஸ்டாக இருக்கணும்னு அவசியமே கிடையாது. ஸோ இந்த ஸோ யூ கேன் சூஸ் to close that, not do that. If you're already doing that, good on you. If you're one of those people who likes to keep watching news, that's one area you can close the window. Another thing, take stock of your friends in your life. Who are your friends who are energy vampires? Who are your friends that are adding value, who respect you, who are not judgmental, who are supportive, who are fun and add value to your life? You hold on and give more energy to those people and say a big no. Just like you say no to news, you say no, stand up, be courageous and say no to people who deplete your energy. That is very, very important. For some of you, you might say the people who is depleting my energy is my husband or my children or my mom or dad, or how can I say no to these people? I can't ask them to get out of the house, right? You start to learn how to set boundaries by saying no where you are, where your energy is being, if your energy is depleted, your health is at stake, everything, your life, happiness is at stake. And if you're not happy, if your cup is not full, you're of no use to other people. In fact, you will be the person they will want to run away from, because in order to fill your cup, you will start becoming their energy vampire. So it makes sense to put yourself first and say no to people who are depleting your energy, be it your friends or relatives or anyone in your life. So start to say no is very important. Then think of activities that we do. We all have different habits. அதில் என்ன habitual activities it can be even your job or work, reassess and take stock of what you do to see what is adding value. Are you getting energized, or are you getting depleted? So wherever you're getting depleted, start to say no, close the chapter, change your job, change activities, whatever needs to be done, do that. Next is food and thinking. Very, very important, because these two are the biggest reason for low energy, getting disease. There was, there's few people who, when we said about the life, they said they had some issues as well. All kind of health issues that women go through, it's because we try to please other people. We try to be the one who's trying to, the peacemaker, and trying to be nice to everyone. But if it's not authentic to yourself, it is not aligned. It is not aligned at all. So it's important. We'll talk about food, eating the right kind of food. So finding out what food is depleting your energy, and what food is energizing you. This can happen through eating with awareness, mindful eating, and then being mindful of what happens to your body after you eat. So this will give you clues on which food is making you inflamed, which food is energizing you. So slowly you can exclude the food that is inflamming you and include the foods that are energizing you. So that is with food. Also the time and how you eat, all that is there. To pay attention to. Then thinking is the biggest one. First, before any negative emotions or positive emotions come up, happiness is like our state of being. We can be happy for no reason. When I'm saying positive emotions, I'm talking about pleasure. தமிழ்ல வந்து சிற்றின்பம் பேரின்பம் சொல்றது வந்து பேரின்பம் அப்படிங்கிறது தான் the state of happiness for no reason. Accessing that is our goal, because the moment we are able to access that, everything else in our life comes into alignment. All the health problems vanishes magically. இந்த சிற்றின்பம்ல தான் நம்ம வந்து மாட்டிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதுதான் சந்தோஷம்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதாவது நல்லா முருவலா தோசை சாப்பிட்ட அது ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு ஃபேவரட் டிஷ் இருக்கும். அது சாப்பிட்டா நான் சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன்னா அது வந்து பிளஷர், அதுதான் சிற்றின்பம். நம்ம அதுக்குள்ள மாட்டிட்டு அதுதான் உண்மையான சந்தோஷம் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதே மாதிரி சேட்னஸும் நம்ம கிட்ட யாராவது ரூடா பேசினாலோ இல்ல நம்மள மதிக்கலன்னு நம்ம நினைச்சாலோ we think we become sad. So understanding in the thinking வந்து that is the biggest thing to do. So that comes from through a regular practice of mindfulness, to become aware of your emotions that are coming up in your body and allowing it to be there, so that you are not resisting it and you are not starting to create a relationship with and overthink, why I'm thinking like this, why is this happening abdin solradum is not the way. So there is a proper method and way to do all of these practices, but many things you can straight away start by bringing structure in places in your life. Wherever you feel victimized, if ஏதாவது ஹெல்த் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இல்லை இமோஷனல் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் இருந்தால் நம்ம வந்து இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு நடக்குது அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு சுச்சுவேஷனில் தான் இருப்போம். நம்மளுக்கு வந்து we feel very powerless. என்னால் இதை மாற்ற முடியும் அப்படிங்கிற ஃபீலிங்கே நம்மளுக்கு இருக்காது. ஏன்னா அந்த சஃபரிங்குள்ளே இருக்கும்போது நம்ம ஒரு விக்டிமாக தான் நம்ம ஃபீல் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்போம். இல்லை எனக்கு இந்த பவர் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு to take action, you need to only you can do it. Of course, your teachers, people who as a coach, I'll be the facilitator, helping you, be the wind behind your wings and show you the way, but end of the day you have to take action. So that is very, very important to understand that your life, you can create whatever happens to you. It's out of your control. It is an expression of your genes. It's a combination of so many things. But how you react to it, it's in your hand, and it is absolutely learnable and doable. So the first thing before you start accessing your thinking, change your environment. Just like I said, close relationships, activities, things that deplete your energy, straight away you will have access to a lot more energy to start working with, start to move from there step by step. So, structure in areas can be like, about how you organize your house can be, you can bring in structure in that. என்ன சாப்பிட்றீங்க, எப்படி எந்த டைமில் என்னெல்லாம் சமைக்கிறீங்க, அதில் ஒரு area of your life that you can bring structure. How do you organize your house, the things, how many things you have, what you use, what needs to be got rid of. Bringing structure to that is another area. Bringing structure to how the kids are, kids activities. So there are many areas of your life wherever you feel victimized, you can start bringing in structure in that, like a method of doing things that makes your life easier. So go and learn. Or home organization theriyalana, learn from someone who knows, who can teach you that. Or there are books, and as part of my course I teach you how to bring structure in different areas of your life to conserve life energy as well. So go and learn how to bring structure in your external life first, so that you have the energy to start healing from your body and your mind and your emotions as well. So I'm running courses on coaching women. Currently I have an 8-week course which is running right now. The first 2 weeks is called Physics of Immunity, where I teach about your mind, body and soul, how the energy works, what is biomagnetism, how to conserve that, and I teach a practice how to tone your entire body in order to stay younger, longer, and also heal from disease and improve your immunity. So that course is called Physics of Immunity, which I started last week. It is running now. And next week I start a course called Heal and Glow. In Heal and Glow, I teach women how to overcome problems with aches and pains in the body, learning meditation, pranayama, acupressure, relaxation. All of this is included in the course, and it's a 6-week coaching program. So you have a class on the weekend, on Sunday, and then throughout the week you're integrating that. So you're practicing integrating. So my courses are designed in such a way that it's a process. You start from A to B to C to D and so on, so that it's a clear process where you are learning and then practicing, integrating, learning more, integrating more, and actual transformation you can measurably see in 8 weeks. So the courses or to enroll in Heal and Glow is open. You can I will send the link for the course, which is starting next week. Once you enroll for an 8-week course, what will happen for people who are enrolling next week is they will learn Heal and Glow first, then I'll continue Physics of Immunity for them. So I have a package for 8-week course, then I have a separate accessibility to learn the 2 weeks and 6 weeks. So it's your choice how you want to go about it. I have a group that is doing the 8-week course right now, and they're all seeing huge benefits and changes and transformations already. So it's a very trained, it's a very tested and proven process which is guaranteed to create change and create transformation for you. I also, besides that, the course I'm teaching is only for women, because I believe if women are able to heal themselves, they are able to heal 7 generations before them and 7 generations after them. Literally, whatever patterns I let go of, I get liberated from. My children don't have to go through the same pattern. And not only that, I am liberating 7 generations before me. It's because we are energy, and I explain all that in the course why I say that. But if a woman learns how to heal herself, how to liberate, how to be happy, she can be the one. She can be the teacher and the light for her family, and through that to a broader community. And if she chooses to become a teacher herself after integrating in her life, then she can make a big ripple effect in the society as well. So that's why I'm very passionate, and I think women, it's very important for women to learn this and make a change, not only for them but for their family and for their community. And the after women, I'm really interested, passionate about teaching for kids. I've been teaching kids yoga for almost 3 years now, continuously. The kids who have been with me for 3 years now, because they are literally the future of the world. I take classes every Thursday, and my kids yoga classes are a little bit different. It happens during school term, and it happens for a week, for 1 hour every week during school term. The kids yoga program includes asanas, pranayama, theory of yoga, mindfulness, and emotional mastery, which is very, very important for kids to learn now itself, because they have a lot more challenges as opposed to how we grew up. I include stories and games to make it interesting and play way for the kids. So kids program is designed differently so that kids are able to practice this and make this strong foundation for their life forever. So these are the programs I'm doing right now, and I will send the link, and I'm happy to answer some questions. I've been seeing some people come in and go, but once this is over, I think it will be up in the group, and if you have some questions after watching the recorded version as well, I could jump in and help you answer your questions. And also feel free to reach out to me to have a chat privately. Also, I would love that. So, any questions? Hi, Swapna. You can see Swapna and Pooja online, yes? So, if there's no more questions, anyone, I will end the live here. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So this is the, I'm just putting in my people might ask later too. Oh yes, I would ask how to overcome stress. I would like to ask how to overcome stress and anxiety. Yes, anxiety and stress. Anxiety comes from being extremely stressed. Stress is when your body is overexerted, when it gets when we are in a frequency, when we talk about stresses, comes from so many different stresses. Anything that comes in the way of us wanting to do something, or what we really enjoy doing something, as opposed to doing something without enjoying it, or feeling the need or pressure to do that, causes stress. Okay, so when there is a discrepancy between what we want to do and what we have to do, it creates stress. Yes. And this can happen in so many different areas. If we overexert ourselves physically, we have physical stress. If we underexert ourselves, also we have physical stress. So in yoga, what we try to how we overcome stress and anxiety is to bring balance in three energies in the body. There are three energies in the body called Vata, Pitta and Kapha, right? இது வந்து தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா ரத்த ஓட்டம், வெப்ப ஓட்டம், காற்றோட்டம், இது மூணையும் சொல்லும். வாதா, பித்தா, கப்பான்னு நம்ம அது வந்து சித்தா மெடிசன்லையும் ஆயுர்வேதா மெடிசன்லையும் சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ இந்த மூணுக்கும் பேலன்ஸ் கொண்டு வரும்போது நம்ம வந்து we are in a state of equilibrium or homeostasis, as science explains. A state of well-being, a state of constant health and recovery and improvement of health. நம்ம nervous system வந்து from sympathetic, it will be in parasympathetic, in a rest and relaxation mode. So வந்து நம்ம அது so we achieve that through yoga and meditation by bringing balance in all these three. அதுதான் it is a process. So it's a process by bringing certain changes in our life. இப்போ நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, இன்னைக்கு வந்து நீங்க வந்து தேவையில்லாத நியூஸ் கேட்காதீங்க, friends who are not aligned with you, அவங்கள say no to them, or say no to activities and foods that are not aligned to having higher energy சொன்னேன் இல்லையா. அது வந்து யோகால அதுதான் இயமம் நியமம்னு சொல்றது. That is a foundation. அதை வந்து நம்ம லைஃப்ல வந்து we have to bring or live in line according to the rules of nature. அது அந்த ரூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதுதான் இயமம் நியமம். நம்ம முதல்ல அது கொண்டு வந்தாலே நிறைய ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் நம்ம லைஃப்ல இருந்து போயிடும். ஸோ நம்ம வந்து நிறைய வந்து இயற்கையோட ஒன்றி இல்லாமல் இயற்கையிலேருந்து தாண்டி வேற மாதிரி நம்ம நாட் இன் லைன் வித் நேச்சர் இருக்கும்போது தான் அந்த ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் வருது. ஏன்னா வி ஆர் சப்போஸ் டு லிவ், இதுதான் ரூல், நீ இப்படி தான் இந்த மிஷினை ஓட்டணும், ஆனால் நீ பெட்ரோல் ஊற்றுறதுக்கு பதில் டீசல் ஊற்றி ஓட்டிட்டு போனேன்னா அந்த கார் வந்து வில் பி அண்டர் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ். அந்த மாதிரி தான் நம்ம லைஃபும். ஸோ we have to first understand the natural law and living in alignment with that. அந்த ரூல்ஸ் படி இருக்கிறது தான் அந்த இயமம் நியமம். அதை தான் நான் வந்து remove all these activities that close that are open windows in your life that is depleting your energy அப்படின்னு நான் வேற விதமாக எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணினேன். ஸோ that is the first step. இயமம் நியமம் நம்ம வந்து ஸ்ட்ராங் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் in yoga you do asana. Doing physical exercises, even in our body the stress will be like some people have back pain enna abdina they've overexerted their back, or there is disalignment in movement and stiffness. adala irukumbodhu back pain varudhu. Or idu நம்ம 40 வயசு வரைக்கும் body is very very forgiving because we have excess life energy to continuously compensate being produced in the body to compensate for our discrepancies in living away from nature. But after 40 years, when there is a lower quantity of life energy to keep up with all our mistakes and ignorance, the body starts to fall apart, giving aches and pains. So அப்போ நமக்கு அது வந்து அதை பற்றி கண்டுக்காத நம்ம இருந்தபடியே இருந்தேன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி ஏஜிங் வந்து ஆக்சிலரேட் ஆயிரும், டிசீஸ் வந்து சீக்கிரமாக ஆன்செட் ஆயிரும், இதெல்லாம் வரும். அதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் when I become conscious living in aligned with nature na we reverse that. We reverse the aging to a certain extent. We can't get away from old age, but we can reverse it definitely by bringing alignment. So first one, living, removing these toxins in our environment, in which is present in the form of people or activities, or cleansing the environment is the first step to remove stress and anxiety. Then having a practice of yoga and pranayama step by step. When you do asanas, you become prepared for pranayama. When you do pranayama, you are you become ready to become do meditation and start becoming aware of your emotions and start to introspect and start liberating, like letting go. ஒரு நாட்டா இந்த எல்லாத்தையும் நம்ம தூக்கி பின்னாடி போட்டிருக்கனால தான் we feel life is so heavy. அந்த ஒரு மூட்டையா கழட்டி வைக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து நம்ம முதல்ல உடம்ப மனசெல்லாம் ரெடி பண்ணணும். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம லைஃபை அதுக்கு கண்டியூசிவா ஆக்கினாதான் நம்ம வந்து கண்டினியூஸா ஒரு ஆசனா ப்ராக்டிஸும் ஒரு மெடிடேஷன் ப்ராக்டிஸ்லாம் கொண்டு வர முடியும். ஸோ இது எல்லாமே there is a method in this. ஸோ இந்த மெத்தட்லாம் நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணோம்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக அந்த ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் ஆங்ஸைட்டிலாம் வந்து மறந்துடுவோம், ஏன்னா அது இருக்காது. ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் ஐ திங்க் that answers the question. And yeah, just reach out to me if you have more questions, and I'd love to have chat with you. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.